warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, my supervisor, Ma'am Zahrida SSM Hum and Dr. Randa Sermulyadi MA. The Honorable, my examiner, Ma'am Indah Damayanti SSMRS and Dr. Sir Aswandi MA. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sebrina Wijayanti. Today I will present my proposal. The title is An Analysis of Lexical Cohesion in Song Lyric The Greatest Showman Movie Soundtrack Album. I have divided my topic into 3 parts. Chapter 1 Introduction, Chapter 2 Literature Review, Chapter 3 Research Methodology. Chapter 1 Introduction. 1.1 Background. Language is a system of sound and word used by humans to express their thought and feeling. Language can be said to be the sound of system that is used as tool to communicate of human feeling and talk with others, and it's important to make interaction with other people. There are many ways to express idea among people in communication. For example, spoken language, written language, and sing language. Language consists of one unit of words, phrase, and clause that are used to state the relationship among propositions that must be cohesive and coherent. According to Hassan and Halliday, 1976, cohesion is semantic relation between an element in the text and some other element that is crucial to the interpretation of it. Cohesion can be defined as the link that hold a text together and give it meaning. Cohesion is a meaning relationship which connect between part of the text. Song is a music work performed by one voice or team, with or without an accompanying instrument. Song is a famous way to communicate and tell people feeling or emotion. A writer generally convey a message and meaning through song. A lot of lyric songs certain poetic language and are sometimes difficult to understand. Sometimes sentences in the lyric also lack the grammar, and sometimes certain lyric in sentences are also short and not completed. And to compose the lyric, a composer can make up the word figuratively and simply to appeal the listener, like use repetition, synonym, antonym, imagery in word or sentence. In this research, the lyric of the song The Greatest Showman Movie Soundtrack Album is the object of the research. The movie hit the theater in December 2017. The movie was written by Ben Pass and Justin Paul. The film of The Greatest Showman movie is movie based on the true story of the history one of the circus founders in America, namely Phineas Taylor Barnum. A good discourse of text must be cohesive. Lexical cohesion is a part of the semantic concept which refers to the correlation of meaning that come out of the text and which define it as a set of words which constitute a lexical text. Lexical cohesion happens when two words in a text are semantically related some way. They are related in terms of their meaning. Based on my explanation, the writer interested to analyze the type of lexical cohesion in the lyric of the song Greatest Showman Movie Soundtrack Album because this topic has been never studied by Bengkulu University English Study Program 2020 based on information the Bengkulu University thesis commit, and the movie and the song has a good moral value such as about struggle, passion, interesting dream, and idea of life, and provide the student with knowledge in their particular discourse in lexical cohesion. Research question. What type of lexical cohesion are found in the song lyric The Greatest Showman Movie Soundtrack Album? And research objective to identify the type of lexical question are found in the song lyric in the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. And limitation of the problem. The limitation of the problem of this research is focused on the type of lexical question that are found in the song lyric in the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. Significances of the research. 1. For English students. The result of the study can be used for students in develop the creativity in analyzing exciting of discourse. And the use of lexical question is important to students in academic writing. It can help students to able to identify the quality and the way of student thinking and organization of academic writing. And then for English lectures, this research can be used to acquire some information about kind of lexical question, to enrich their teaching materials of discourse analysis and to get more exciting and fun learning. Considering song is very popular society media at this time. And the last from the next researcher. This research is expected to be reference, additional knowledge or comparison, and to give contribute the important thing for discourse class for analyzing the kind of lexical question. Definition of key terms. 1. Discourse analysis. Discourse analysis is a research method for studying written or spoken language in relation to its social context. 2. Lexical question is a part of the system of language. It is the connection which exists between elements in the text where the interpretation of the element is depend on another. 3. Song lyric are the words of song which are similar to short poem set to music or intended to be sung, written in the simple and direct style, and usually express personal feeling such as joy, sorrow, and love. Chapter 2 Literature Review. 2.1 Discourse Analysis. According to Luo 2019, discourse analysis is a research method for studying written or spoken language in relation to its social context. The aim of discourse analysis is to understand how language is used in real-life situations. Discourse analysis is how the text relates to the context of the situation and context of the culture, how texts are produced as a social practice, and what texts tell us about happening, what people think, believe, and etc. Lexical question. According Hassan and Halliday to 1976, lexical question is a part of the system of a language. Lexical question is an item of discourse analysis to know the relationship word in the text. Lexical question happen when two words in the text are semantically related in some way. They are related in terms of their meaning. Lexical question refer to the relationship meaning between lexical item in text in particular context, word, and relationship between them. Type of lexical question. Based on Hassan and Halliday 1976 about type of lexical question, there are two types of lexical question. Reiteration and collocation. 1. Reiteration. Reiteration is a form of lexical question which involve repetition, synonym and near synonym, superordinate and general word. 1. Repetition. Repetition is lexical item which are already present in the previous sentence are repeated in the following sentence in the text. 2. Synonym and near synonym. Synonym is different phonology which have the same or very similar meaning, and near synonym is two words or more with very closely related meaning or some meaning are in sentence. Superordinate. Superordinate is name of more general class based on Hassan and Holiday, 1976. Cohesion can be achieved through relation between general class and subclass. And then general word. General word is suggesting person and so on. General word can function cohesively when they are nouns and when it is used in the context of the reference, that is, when it has the same reference. And then collocation. Collocation is the second part of the lexical question according Hassan and Holiday. Collocation is lexical question that achieved through the association of lexical items that's regularly go occur. It means that collocation is the natural combination of the word. And then song lyric. Song lyric could be said as a part of discourse based on Putri 2018. Therefore, it possible to analyze. Song is an act of art singing. In song lyric, it is the most important part, and it gives the harmonization feeling, and to express strong emotion with imaginative way. The song lyrics are expression media by the singer after the phenomenon that occur. And then previous study. There are 3 previous studies in this research. First is previous research that has been conducted by Sari and Aninditya 2020, entitled Lexical Question Analysis on Adele Song Lyric in the Album 25. Second is the research conducted by Solah and Yunus 2020, entitled is an analysis of lexical question and grammatical question of 6 Feet Apart song by Alec Benjamin. And third by Jayanti Shahra 2019. The title of the study is an analysis of lexical question found in the Never Say Never song lyric by Justin Bieber and Adam Smith. Chapter 3, Research Methodology. 3.1, Research Design. The function of the research design is to explain how the researcher find and answer the research question. This research use a qualitative research method. According to Mas and Huberman, a qualitative research is a research in which the data are in the form of word rather than number. And then research population and sample. The research population is all the lyric song in the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. And the sample of this research are 5 song lyric from the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. The research sample was taken using purposive sampling technique. Based on Sugiono, purposive sampling is a technique of taking sample of data source with certain calculation to make easier for researcher to examine the object of situation research. Data source. The data are lyric of the song in the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. The researcher got the data by downloading on YouTube. Research instrument. The qualitative research, the role of the researcher can be the key instrument, because the researcher is the one who takes and analyzes the data. So the researcher has a role to involve in their research object. And another instrument that researcher use is observation sheet, book, ePhone, YouTube, and another supporting tool. Technique data collection. 1. The researcher use documentation method to supporting by note-taking and by note-taking technique. Based on Arikunto, documentation getting the data about case or variable as notes, transcript, or magazine. There are 4 procedures to have the collecting data. 1. Listening the song of the soundtrack the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. 2. Understanding the context and check the data based on transcription. And then 3. Selecting the type of lexical question that can be found in the song the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. And the last is analyzing and interpret the reference or meaning of the data found based on the theory Hassan and Halliday 1976 about type of lexical question in the table. And the last is data analysis. The qualitative data were analyzed according to Miles and Huberman. First, data reduction. Data reduction, the researcher choose songs from the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album, which has several of type lexical question as required the data. After the data is collected, data reduction will be carried out by selecting, focusing, simplifying, abstracting, and transforming the data in written up field note or transcript. To data display. The researcher will display the data to show the analysis process in identifying the type of lexical question that found in song the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album based on theory Hassan and Halliday about type of lexical question. And the last, drawing conclusion or interpretation. The conclusion in qualitative research was a new discovery that can be answer of the research problem. And this step, the researcher could get the result and conclusion about the type of lexical question in song lyric in the Greatest Showman movie soundtrack album. Okay, I think that's all. I'm sorry if I has a mistake in this presentation. Thank you for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.